read this. And it always touches my heart, just the reading of this story, of what was going on. And as I was looking at this Christmas story this year, every time I read it, something new pops out. When you think about what was going on in the world, Luke wrote this story, and he didn't write this story as, hey, this is once upon a time. It wasn't one of these fairy tale stories. It wasn't this thing about, hey, these gods and like Zeus and Apollos, all of this fairy tale stuff. Luke wrote it as factual, and he gave specific things that were happening that could be dated through history. Like he started out with, hey, this was what was happening with Caesar Augustus. These things were recorded so all could verify this is true. It's amazing. A little bit about Caesar. In the Mediterranean for decades in this Mediterranean region, man, it was filled with wars and violence. And it became far worse now. There were years of bloody, brutal fighting for power and money in Rome. And all of the provinces. Now we got this new ruler. His name is Octavian. And he built this mighty army in Rome, and he had the help of a couple of people you might see. There was a couple of movies out about Anthony and Cleopatra. They helped Octavian become this mighty ruler. And he took on the name of Caesar Augustus. For decades, the world Augustus lived in and Jesus would be born in was wrecked. War, destruction, brutality, and immorality. It's the world they were living in. Think about this. It says that Caesar called for a census. And that everybody in the world would have to go to their own home country, where they were from, or where their family was come from. This was the most powerful man in the world. The world had never seen anybody this powerful. Can you imagine if today a leader, let's say Trump, comes out and says, hey, y'all got to go back to the city where your family was born at, and it's going to be on your dime. How many of us would do that? Not very many of us, especially around the world. But it says that everybody in the world went back to where they were at, where their families were lineage of. This was a powerful man. See, when you think about that, the world thought they knew what power was. They had the power to make everybody go back to their own hometown. But God showed up and said, I'm going to show you what true power is. It was impressive. Joseph went up from Galilee. The trip from Nazareth alone to Bethlehem was about 80 miles. Can you imagine walking or riding a donkey for 80 miles? I helped Amy move yesterday and I can't hardly walk. 80 miles. And Mary was pregnant. Can you imagine that, Kara? Michael, take her 80-mile walk. Don't do that. But it cost him time. It cost him money. It was a great undertaking for this to happen. See, we often think that Mary was close to delivery when this happened, but it may not have been so. It could have been that Joseph was anxious to get Mary out of Nazareth because she was pregnant. Because it doesn't say that they were on their way when she became a delivery. It says they were there. That's what the word says. While they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered. Now, according to Roman law, Mary didn't have to go with Joseph. Because it says that she was betrothed. She was only his fiancée at that point. But it made sense. Because she was to be his wife. And it doesn't say that there was anybody that assisted Mary. It doesn't say that. There probably was, but it doesn't say that. Can you imagine this young girl? It's probably 13, 14 years old. She's left her family 80 miles away. She's with child. She's ready to give birth, and they're in a danger where the animals hang out. The only place they're going to have to lay their baby is in this feed trough. This baby is no baby. This is the Savior of the world. This is God Almighty and man Himself. The world thinks they got the most powerful man ever. He's in these shiny white palaces in the world. And God comes forth to become a man, and He's laid in a trough. It's amazing. She wrapped Him, swaddled the cloths. Now these were snugly wrapped strips of cloth. And that's not remarkable. What is remarkable is laying Jesus feed trough for animals. That's remarkable. Why? Here's the other thing that is remarkable about this story. Is the first people that angels come to tell about Jesus Christ. It says the angels appeared to the shepherds. If you know anything about class of people, shepherds were not the ones you want to talk to about. Shepherds were outcasts. They were people that they weren't very thought of highly. As a matter of fact, shepherds couldn't even give a testimony in court because society didn't think a lot about them. They couldn't give a testimony on account. But what did the angels of the Lord come? They came to give a proclamation of who Jesus were. That the shepherds go out and give a testimony of the God Almighty being born. It's amazing. But see, it wasn't just shepherds that they came to. It was shepherds at Bethlehem. And these shepherds were specific. Do you know what the job of the Bethlehem shepherds were? They watched over the lambs that were going to be sacrificed in the temples. See, God doesn't make mistakes. God's on purpose. Every detail was thought about. Can you imagine being a shepherd out in the middle of the night, you're watching over your flocks, and all of a sudden, bam! An angel of the Lord standing in front of you. I would have been afraid too. Are you kidding me? And here's what it says. It says, the angels and the glory of the Lord. This angel brought forth good tidings. You know what that means? The literal meaning says they preach the gospel. And if the angels of the Lord will preach the gospel, why won't we? Because they were excited about Jesus' coming. And these guys had bad reputations. I mean, shepherds, they were known to be, unworthy guys. But to God, everybody. Suddenly, there was an angel, a multitude of heavenly hosts praising God. A heavenly host, a band of soldiers that proclaiming peace. I will tell you, the world needs peace as much as ever. See this comes to pass. The angels told him to look for the babe lying in the manger. It's an unusual sight of a baby laying in a feed. I love what it says. They made wisely known the sayings which was told them concerning the child. These shepherds, man, they got so excited that they had to tell everybody about Jesus. I'd be pretty excited too. I mean, you have an angel show, you got a band of angels standing before you, you're like, what just happened? And then you go find this baby that they just said it was going to be laying in a manger, just like they said. And this has been told for years. Isaiah had preached the coming of the Lord, the Messiah. And the most unworthy people were the first ones that got told about it. Because it says he came to save all, not just some. It says the good news amazed all the earth. Even the ones that didn't understand it were amazed. See, Mary may have pondered it. But the good news filled the shepherds so much they couldn't help but shout about it. In this Christmas season, remember what we are here to do. Jesus came to save all. We should be excited and tell all about it. As a church, there shouldn't ever be a lost soul around this place. Everybody needs to know the name of Jesus Christ.